The reason for education is to be knowledgeable about the world around us. Thus, we created a schooling system starting at the age of 5 all the way up to 18 years old. In the United States, the school system does a great job of teaching us how to spell, add, subtract, the history of the world, basic physics, and even how to exercise. But what about financial literacy? How did you learn about taxes, stocks, savings accounts, credit cards, and loans? If you answered your parents, that would be a very common answer. If you didn't have parents that could inform you about being financially smart, who would? High schools need to implement a financial literacy class into the core curriculum. In this new day and age, high schoolers are holding jobs, helping out their families, and trying to start saving at a young age. As the Champlain School states, those who are financially illiterate are less likely to have a checking account, rainy day emergency fund, or retirement plan, or to own stocks. They are also more likely to use payday loans, pay only the minimum amount owed on their credit cards, and have high-cost mortgages and higher debt and credit delinquency levels. Debt and bankruptcy is becoming more and more common, especially now during the pandemic. Student debt is the most common and the first money issue young adults face. With prices rising, students need to be financially literate now more than ever. A study by the U.S. News states the average student loan debt has been on the rise in the last decade as families try to keep up with soaring college costs. For the first time in at least 10 years of data that U.S. News has collected, the average total student debt among recent college graduates who borrowed to pay for school exceeded $30,000. As a recent high school graduate, I would have benefited from this type of class. Living alone with a budget is a hard thing to manage and something I'm struggling with. I'm fortunate enough that my parents pay for my tuition, but many do not have that option. By teaching financial literacy in high school, these young adults will be prepared for the real world. Money is an essential part of living in everyday life. It is just as important as knowing the world history and basic physics. If you want to help change this issue and add in a financial literacy class, please talk to your principal, go to a PTA meeting, or email your local school system.